Hi everyone, this is Cooking with Kurt. Today my husband Donald and I are going to show you how to make Choco Butternut donuts. These are deliciously moist dark chocolate donuts with a vanilla glaze and a butternut streusel topping.
And do you want to explain what a butternut streusel is to those who might not know what it is?
Yes. It's a flavor by Dunkin Donuts in the Philippines that's bright orange with a subtly nutty taste. Today we're recreating it with shredded coconut, almond flour, and a hint of nutmeg.
Yum! Sounds delicious.
We're going to start by making the dark chocolate donuts. Place an oven rack in the middle position and preheat your oven to 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Then take donut pans for a total of 12 donuts and butter the wells generously to prevent the donuts from sticking later on. Take a microwavable bowl, add in 8 tablespoons of unsalted butter, microwave it for 1 minute to melt the butter. Add in half a cup of dark chocolate chips to the melted butter and mix them together to melt the chocolate chips. Set this melted chocolate butter mixture aside. In a large mixing bowl and a sieve, add in half a cup of Dutch processed cocoa powder, 1 1/3 cups of all-purpose flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda, and half a teaspoon of espresso powder. Sift them together, then whisk so that these dry ingredients are well combined. In the bowl of your stand mixer, add in the melted chocolate butter mixture from earlier, 3/4 packed cup of light brown sugar, 2 room temperature eggs, 1/3 cup of milk, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and 1 teaspoon of white vinegar. With the paddle attachment, mix on medium speed till the wet ingredients are well combined. Stop the mixer and scrape down the bowl and paddle attachment as needed. With the mixer on low speed, slowly add in the dry ingredients. When all the dry ingredients are added, continue mixing just until combined. Avoid overmixing the batter. Stop the mixer and scrape down the bowl and paddle attachment for any unmixed flour as needed. Spoon the resulting batter into the prepared donut pans, filling each well about 2/3 of the way up. I like to just eyeball each donut well to make sure each well has about the same amount of batter. Transfer the batter from one well to another as needed. We're going to bake these donuts in the preheated oven at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for 10 to 12 minutes, or until a toothpick inserted in the center comes out clean. Be careful not to overbake the donuts so they don't come out too dry. Once the donut pans are out of the oven, let them cool slightly for about 2 minutes. Then quickly invert the donuts onto metal racks. Let these donuts cool completely to room temperature.
While the donuts are cooling to room temperature, we're going to work on the butternut streusel. Keep your oven on at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. Take a large sheet pan. Add in 2 cups of almond flour and half a cup of shredded coconut. Mix them together to combine. Bake this almond flour and shredded coconut mixture in the oven for 10 minutes, stirring every 2 minutes to dry it out. Take the sheet pan out of the oven and let the mixture cool in the pan completely to room temperature. Be sure to let it cool completely to room temperature, as doing the next step while it's still hot will result in clumpy and soggy butternut paste rather than a streusel. When the almond flour shredded coconut mixture has cooled completely to room temperature, put it into a mixing bowl. Add in 1/3 cup of powdered sugar, 1/4 teaspoon of salt, half a teaspoon of ground nutmeg, and whisk together these dry ingredients. Then add 2 teaspoons of orange gel food coloring. Mix together with your hands till everything is well mixed and you end up with a bright orange streusel mixture. Depending on the type of coloring you use, this may take 3 to 5 minutes of mixing and squeezing by hand, pressing the coloring into the crumble. Set this aside for now. The final component is the sweet vanilla glaze. In a large mixing bowl, add in 2½ cups of powdered sugar, 1/3 cup of milk, and 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. Whisk them together very well till the mixture is silky smooth and there are no lumps.
Now we're ready to assemble the donuts. Take a large sheet pan and line it with parchment paper. If you'd like, at this point, you can use a sharp knife to make sure the donut holes are clear of any excess chocolate cake. Take a dark chocolate donut and dunk it into the sweet vanilla glaze so that it is fully covered on all sides. Let the excess glaze drip back into the bowl so that there's only a thin layer of glaze coating the donut. Then immediately transfer it into the bowl with the butternut streusel. Cover the glazed donut with streusel crumbs so that it's completely covered with butternut streusel. Let the finished Choco Butternut donut rest on the prepared sheet pan. Repeat these steps with all 12 donuts. These donuts are best eaten on the same day. Store leftovers in an airtight container at room temperature and they'll keep for up to 2 days. And there it is, Choco Butternut Donuts. Dark chocolate donuts with a light vanilla glaze and covered with a butternut streusel. Ang sarap.
Yum.
So good. These would go so well with coffee right now.
I know, right? Ooh, I cannot wait to have these with our breakfast coffee tomorrow.
Thank you all for watching. Please let us know in the comment section below if you're planning to make these Choco Butternut Donuts. Send us pictures of your creations on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok, links below. And if you like this video, don't forget to give us a thumbs up and subscribe to Cooking with Kurt.
And don't forget to click on the bell so you get notified when we post new cooking videos. And for our written recipes and more, check out cookingwithkurt.com.
Maraming salamat!